This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Tuesday, June 30th, 2020. The year is technically half over. The title of this rant is, Hey Joe, time to start issuing executive orders against Trump. So remember with Trump at the beginning, he issued all these executive orders. He'd stand there like this. He never smiled, but he'd stand there and show his big signature, etc. It's just time for Joe to start issuing executive orders. I know he has a speech coming up today, and it would really be nice if he was up there with a lot of his staff. He has a very diversified staff, many women, many people of color, all of them up there today with their masks on, exactly what their positions are, what they're doing to try and get him elected, and just show that this is going to be a different administration. Because remember, 90% of all the judges, or 95%, 99% of all the judges he's nominated have been white. I think the only two people on his staff in a cabinet position, Elaine Chao, wife of Mitch McConnell, and Ben Carson. But he needs to do this. He needs to be up there. He needs to start issuing executive orders. The first executive order, he can issue a couple of them today, is number one, Putin will pay a price. That no one will do this to the United States. And whether it is Putin directly, whether it is Russia, whether it is their use of the U.S. banking system, whether it is sanctions on individuals or agencies within the government, Russia, Putin will pay a price. Number two, that he would immediately reissue the War Production Act to have private-public partnerships so that we can have all of the materials that are necessary to fight this pandemic, not only today, but in the future, because it does appear this will be around for a long time. And that will be done so that we can have an increase in testing, an increase in tracing, antibody testing, etc. That would mean increases in the CDC, Health and Human Services, etc. We would also need to have another stimulus bill, another relief bill, whatever you want to call it, and let the American people know that we are there with you, meaning the United States government is there with you, and we will help you through this. At the same time, we need to have an executive order today on a new works project administration for infrastructure, et cetera. Again, the government can borrow money at next to nothing right now. This is the time to make an investment in the American people. A works project administration, a works project and progress administration for infrastructure is the best way to get that thing going. These are just a couple of things that he needs to do. He needs to do now executive orders indicating that this is what the Biden administration will do. This is how we will do it. This is our diversified staff. We need to get America going again. We have two enemies. One is the virus, and two is the current president of the United States. We need to get rid of him. But even if we get rid of him, we still have the virus. We still need to do everything possible to reduce this pandemic, and we need to do everything possible to protect the American people and to get people back to work in a safe manner. This is what he needs to do starting today.